Okay. So minus of mod of x plus 1 plus 3. Okay. So is there any doubt on that problem? Is everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then can we try the next one? So find the maximum and minimum value of the following functions given by h of x is equal to sine 2x plus 5. So how to solve? So h dash of x is equal to what is it?
Cos 2x.
2 cos 2x, right? So 2 cos 2x, if I equate to 0, then cos 2x is going to be equal to 0. So what are all the two values of theta for which cos will give you 0 in one complete cycle? So this is where you need to be careful, okay? When I say cos 2x is equal to 0, you people will write 2x is equal to pi by 2 and then leave it, right? But pi by 2 is not the only option that is possible. There is another option also possible. What is it?
3 pi by 2.
It is 3 pi by 2. So how to find this? I suggest you people to first write down the general solution. So 2x will be equal to 2n minus 1 or plus 1, it is up to you. So minus 1 into pi by 2. If I write it like this, if I substitute n is equal to 1, then I get the value of 2x as pi by 2. If I substitute n is equal to 2, I get the value of 2x as 3 pi by 2. If I substitute n is equal to 3, I get the value of 2x as 5 pi by 2. See, 5 pi by 2 is a repetition after one complete cycle. So it is enough if we see it within one complete cycle. So within one complete cycle, pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, for the value of 2x are the two places where cos will give you 0. Correct? So if I say 2x is equal to pi by 2, then what is the value of x? It is pi by 4. Okay. If 2x is equal to 3 pi by 2, then the value of x is 3 pi by 4. Am I right? Now you differentiate it twice. So h double dash of x is going to give me what? Minus
2 sin 2.
Minus 2 sin 2x.
minus 4 sin 2x. No?
4 sin 2x. 4 sin.
Minus 4 sin 2x. So this will be minus 4 into sin 2x. If I take x is equal to 2x is equal to pi by 2 or x is equal to pi by 4, whatever it is. So at x is equal to pi by 2, what will happen? Minus 4 into 2 into
4.
pi by 4. So it will be minus 4, which is less than 0. So is this going to give you maximum value or minimum value?
Minimum.
F double dash of x is less than 0, maximum.
Maximum value.
At x is equal to 3 pi by 2, what will you get? Minus 4 into sine of 2 into 3, 3 pi by 4, no? 3 pi by 4. Sine of 3 pi by 4, this and this will get cancelled. Sine 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. So you'll get it as 4, which is greater than 0. So this will be the point of minimum, right? So h of pi by 4 is how much? Sine 2 into pi by 4 plus 5. So that is sine pi by 2 plus 5. What is the answer? 6. What is h of 3 pi by 4? Sine 3 pi by 2 is minus
4.
1 plus 4. Okay, so the maximum value is 6, minimum value is 4. Okay. See, this is how you solve the problem using calculus, the applications of derivatives. Now I will explain you one more method how to deal with trigonometric functions when you have the maximum and minimum value, even without differentiating. But remember, the method now which I'm going to teach you now should be used only for you to verify the answer in your CBSE papers. If you're writing any other exam, you can use it. But if it's a CBSE exam, you're not supposed to use the shortcut. Okay. So observe. So what is the range of sine theta?
-1 to +1.
-1 to +1, right? Here, if you observe the question, it is sine 2x. So sine 2x is greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to -1. Can I write it like this?
Yes, sir.
Right. But what is the question? Is it only sine 2x?
Plus 5.
Plus 5, no? So adding 5 on both sides, what do I get? -1 plus 5 less than or equal to sine 2x plus 5 is less than or equal to 1 plus 5. Correct? So this will be 4 less than or equal to sine 2x plus 5 less than or equal to 6. The sine 2x plus 5 is nothing but h of x. So what is the minimum value? 4. And the
4.
maximum value?
4. 6.
6. So is that what you got by differentiating?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this can be used only to verify your answer. Do not use it in the CBSE paper. I'm repeating it again. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you scroll it up, sir?
Sure. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah, just a minute. I'll be back. Yeah, somebody called now. Tell me.
Sir, in the previous sum,
Yeah.
why does no minimum value exist?
Where is no minimum? In which one? G of x, sir. That minus of mod x plus 1.
Yes, sir.
You have no minimum value.
I'm sorry, maximum.
Because that is a continuously decreasing function.
Oh, okay. Sir.
So the least value will be minus infinity.
Oh, okay. Sir.
Okay. Are you guys done? So those who are done can try the next problem. So this modulus, I know it is an issue, but try. So before I explain, you people try. Okay. So f of x is equal to what? Fourth one. F of x is equal to mod of sine of 4x plus 3. Right. So what will be the least value and what will be the maximum value? So first of all, how are you going to define this function? So wherever modulus is there, first we need to split the function and write it. No? So I can write it as sine of 4x plus 3, the positive value, when sine 4x is greater than minus 3. Is this right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is equal to 0 when sine 4x is equal to minus 3. Okay. Similarly, it will be minus of sine of 4x plus 3 when sine 4x is going to be less than minus 3. You understood what I did, right? So mod x is equal to x when x is greater than 0. So inside x, what is inside the modulus? What is there? Sine of 4x plus 3 is greater than 0. So sine of 4x is greater than minus 3. Sine of 4x is equal to minus 3. Sine of 4x is less than minus 3. Okay. So I have written it like that. Now I'm telling you one important point. Concentrate. There is a mistake in what I wrote.
Sir, sine 4x cannot be equal
That's
to
what.
3 or
So it can never be equal to minus 3. It can never be greater than minus 3. At the max, it can be less than minus 3. Okay, it can be less than minus 3, but that also the limit is restricted. So mod of sine of 4x plus 3, can I conclude that it is always positive?
yes, sir.
Yes. So here with this question, this is a special case. So I can write it down. This is not the way you split it. I can directly write as f of x is equal to sine of 4x plus 3 itself. Okay. Now what I can do with f dash. So remaining things you people can do. So even before you do, the only difference between the previous question and this one is you had a modulus, but in this question, the modulus is not making any much difference. Right? So it is similar to the previous question, except the fact there you had 2x, here you have 4x, there you had 5, here you have 3. Even without solving using the calculus, can you people tell me what would be the least and the maximum value?
The 2 and 4.
That's it.
2 and 4, sir.
2 and 4 should be the answer. Try to get it using calculus. So when you write it like this, you need to write the reason in the exam. Since sine 4x is definitely less than or equal to 1 and greater than or equal to minus 1. Sine of 4x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 4. So it is always positive. Okay. See, had the same question been asked in a 1 mark, if they ask you the same problem in 1 mark like the MCQs, you can definitely follow the method, the verification method which I told you. Let us say the same question is asked for 4 marks, then you definitely need to expand it. Okay. Or for that matter, even for 2 marks, you definitely need to expand it. So what is the f dash of x? Tell me. Fast. Let's make it fast. 4 cos 4. So now you people should be. So cos 4x is equal to 0.
X
So
is
cos.
equal to 2n minus 1 pi by 8.
So x is equal to 2n minus 1 into pi by 8. Right. So I put n is equal to 1. X will be pi by 8. I put n is equal to 2. X will be
3 pi by 8.
That's it, right? This is within one complete cycle. So I don't need n is equal to 3 and all. Right. So what is f double dash of x?
Sir, one complete cycle means
0 to 2 pi.
but sir, that is less than 2 pi, no, sir. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, 3 pi by 8 is less than 2 pi.
If n is equal to 3 podandama.
No need. N is equal to 3 means what will you get?
5 pi by 8. That is less than 2 pi, no?
5 pi by 8 is also coming. Oh, n is equal to 3 is okay. This is also satisfying. Okay, then we'll try with 5 pi by 8. Yeah, we'll try with 5 pi by 8 also.
Okay.
Then what else is there? That's it, no?
No, sir, one
Then
more.
7 pi. You will have
7
n
pi
is
by 8.
7 pi by 8 will also come. Okay. You can try that.
Sir, until 16 pi by 8 you can do it, no, sir, because it will be within that cycle.
But no need, because since you are going to multiply this with 4, it will get repeated again and again. No need to do that much. Because see, you're going to take this value of x and substitute it here only.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So for that, instead of doing like this, what you can do is you can look at it like this itself. 4x will be equal to pi by 2. and 4x will be equal to 3 pi by 2.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So you
They
take
repeat
this as, so the other things will get repeated. No, the cycle is going to get repeated.
Not for x. Okay.
So instead you take it for, see, had the question been 16x means how many times you will do? The denominator, more it is decreasing, then you will have more number of factors. Yeah. So f double dash of x, what you can do is, you can take these two alone. So f double dash of x is minus 4, minus 16, right?
Yes, sir.
Minus
Minus 16 sin 4 by
Cos-
4,
Nine
4x.
4x, sir.
or minus 16 sine 4x, right? So f double dash of pi by 8 will be minus 16 into sine of 4 into pi by 8. So this will be less than 0. So f double dash of 3 pi by 8 will be equal to minus 16 into sine of 3 pi or 4 into 3 pi by 8. So that will be 3 pi by 2. This will be greater than 0. So f of pi by 8 is how much? It will be sine of pi by 2 plus 3.
4.
How much is this? 4. So f of 3 pi by 8?
2.
Plus 3, right? It will be 2. So maximum value is 4, minimum value is 2. So the next one is very easy. H of x is equal to x plus 1. You can do it. Right. So from here, let us do only problems which will create trouble. So the algebraic questions, I'm leaving it to you because I believe you people can do it. So I will concentrate only on the problems which are based on trigonometry. So these two, you can take it as homework. Find the local maxima and local minima, if any, of the following functions. Find also the local maximum, local minimum values as the case may be. You can try and see, okay? Not now, definitely. You can try it as homework. So problems which I'm going to do are this one and this one. And I will do one problem which is having a denominator and a square. Okay. So let's concentrate now. Let's see. So third question. So h of x is equal to sin x plus cos x, right? And x belongs to where? Open interval 0 to pi by 2. So how can we do? So h dash of x is equal to cos x minus sin x, right? So h dash of x is equal to 0, which implies cos x minus sin x equal to 0. So tan x will be equal to 0. So what can I say about this function? Sorry, tan x equal to 1. Yeah, 1. Tan x will be 1. So x is equal to,
Pi by 4.
see, I'm going to write it like this. Tan x is equal to 1. I'm writing x is equal to n pi plus pi
Plus
by
1.
4. Correct? Do I need to write it like this?
Sir,
Do I need to?
no, sir, because
Not needed, because the domain itself is restricted 0 to pi by 2. No? So you need to first look at the domain always. X is equal to pi by 4. So their concern is what is happening at x is equal to pi by 4. So h double dash of x is equal to what? Minus sin x minus cos x. So minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, that will be minus root 2 less than 0. So it's the point of maximum, right? So it is a point of maximum. So what is going to be the value of h of pi by 4? It is 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. Answer will be root 2. Do you people understand this? Is there anyone having a doubt? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Now again, I'm going to teach you a verification method. Okay. So do not use it in the exam. So if f of x is equal to, it is of the form a sin x plus b cos x. If it is only having sin x and cos x, sometimes you can have a constant also. Okay. So don't worry about the constant as well. So don't worry about the constant. If it is of the form a sin x plus b cos x, what you can do is divide and multiply with root of a square plus b square. Okay. So f of x will be equal to a divided by root of a square plus b square sin x plus b divided by root of a square plus b square cos x. Then what should I compensate with? I need to multiply with root of a square plus b square. Then what will happen is, you can observe this can be written in terms of sine or cos, and this can be written in terms of sine or cos, so that you can use the formula sine a plus b or sine a minus b or cos a plus b or cos a minus b and convert it as a single form. Okay. So I will only share this idea. This idea I will directly apply in this problem and show it to you. Okay. See, what will happen is, what is the question given? F of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. So what is the value of a and b here?
1.
1.
1.
1, right? So I should multiply and divide with what? Root of 1 square plus 1 square. I'll multiply
Root 2.
and divide it with root 2. So sin x plus cos x. Okay. So this will be root 2 into 1 by root 2 sin x plus 1 by root 2 cos x. So the advantage I have here is, I can write this 1 by root 2 either as sin 45 or cos 45. I will write in both the methods and show you. So root 2 times, if at all I want to take it as cos 45. So cos pi by 4, if I write it like this, then this I will write it as sin pi by 4. So one should be written in terms of cos, the other should be written in terms of sin. Sin pi by 4, cos 6. You're able to understand? So it will be root 2 into sin of what has happened, x plus pi by 4. Did you people understand this? Right.
Yes, sir.
So sin of x plus pi by 4. So sin of theta. Okay. Whether it is x plus pi by 4, x plus 100, whatever it is, sin of whatever is inside it, sin theta is always less than or equal to 1, always greater than or equal to minus 1. So if I multiply with root 2 on both sides, if I multiply with root 2 on both sides, what do I get? Minus root 2 less than or equal to root 2 sin of x plus pi by 4 is less than or equal to root 2. Right? What is this root 2 into sin of x plus pi by 4? That is the question. Because it is you who manipulated it. Sin x plus cos x, you manipulated and wrote it as root 2 sin of x plus pi by 4. Am I right? So root 2 sin of x plus pi by 4 is nothing but f of x. So f of x is less than or equal to root 2, greater than or equal to minus root 2. So what is the answer you people got? Root 2 is what?
Maximum value.
Is this also telling us the same?
Yes, sir.
Right? Then minus root 2 will be the minimum value. Okay. But the problem here is why we didn't get minus root 2 is, can someone tell me why didn't we get a minimum value for this
Because
question?
domain is restricted.
The domain is restricted. Right. Had the domain not been restricted, you would have got a minimum value for this question. Are you guys able to think?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Especially when you have, see, most of the questions will be in this chapter will be framed based on trigonometry. I've seen many of them struggling without knowing the domains and all those concepts. So that is the reason I'm trying to tell you all the aspects. Okay, if anything is not clear, please let me know. I'll clear it immediately.
So can we use this in exam?
No. CBSE exam, no. Competitive exams, yes.
Okay.
But this you can use it for your knowledge because you'll be damn sure that your answer is right. You have to understand. Once you sometimes you might think that you did a mistake. So you can use this as verification. You do 2-3 problems of this sort, you can actually skip at least 3 to 4 steps. You can directly write. So once I give you this one, once I give you the question, if you practice enough, you can directly write this. These intermediate steps are not needed. So can you people think writing this in terms of cos also? So what I could have done something else, no?
In the
I
place
wrote,
of 1 by root 2, we can change it. So.
you can change it. So I can write it as sin pi by 4 sin x plus cos pi by 4 cos x. So what is this thing?
Cos pi by 4 minus 6.
Or I will write as cos x minus pi by 4. That is, it's my wish because cos of minus theta is cos theta, known fact. Right. Similarly, what is the range of cos? Cos of x minus pi by 4 is less than or equal to, cos also lies between minus 1 to 1. So if I multiply with root 2 on both the sides, I get root 2 cos of x minus pi by 4 is less than or equal to root 2. This whole thing is nothing but f of x again. So again, you will get the maximum value as root 2 only. So however you do, you get the same answer. Okay. Since you people understood two concepts here, one is the restricted domain and the second is how to apply differentiation as well as manipulating it by multiplying and dividing with certain factors. Tell me what is the answer for the next one. I'm leaving
Sir, cos x domain is 0 to 1. Sir.
cos x, no. 0 to 1. Cos x. Cos x domain is real number, ma. Range is minus 1 to 1. I'm writing the range, I'm not writing the domain.
Okay, sir. Okay.
So here the domain is restricted to how many quadrants?
4 quadrants.
4 quadrants with the borders excluded. 0 and 2 pi are not included. See. Right. So try to solve this problem. What is the answer? So what is the answer, guys? So you followed the differentiation process. What are you getting? F dash of x is
Sir,
equal to.
your screen went, sir.
Okay. Now is it clear?
No, sir, you have to reshare again. I think.
Gone, huh? 1 minute. Now is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So cos x plus sin x equal to 0. Then what do you write? Cos x is equal to minus sin x. So tan x will be equal to minus
Yes.
1.
Minus
So what is the general solution? Tan x is equal to n pi plus. What is the principal value for which tan will become negative for the first time?
3 pi by 4.
3 pi
It
by
is 3 pi by 4, right? So I can write 3 pi by 4 and 2 pi minus pi by 4. What is it?
7 pi by 4.
Yes. So if I put n is equal to 0, I get x equal to 3 pi by 4. If I put n is equal to 1, then I get x is equal to 7 pi by 4. So this is in which quadrant? Second, and this is in the fourth quadrant. First and third quadrant, tan is positive. Right. So f double dash of x is what? Minus sin x plus cos x. So f double dash of 3 pi by 4, what is it? So minus sin 3 pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, second quadrant. And this is negative. So negative of negative is less than 0. So f double dash of 3 pi by 4 gives me the point of
Maximum.
maximum. So maximum is available at x is equal to 3 pi by 4. So f double dash of 7 pi by 4, what will I get? Minus sine of 7 pi by 4 plus cos of 7 pi by 4. Which quadrant is this? Fourth, right? So minus sine 7 pi by 4 means how much is this?
Minus 1 by root 2.
Minus of 1 by root 2 plus this is 1 by root 2 because fourth quadrant. So positive plus positive is greater than 0. So this will be the point of minimum. So what is the value of f of 3 pi by 4? So what is f of 3 pi by 4?
0, sir.
1 minute.
root 2, sir.
F of 3 pi by sine 3 pi by 4 is how much? 1 by root 2 minus sine of cos this one is minus 1 by root 2. So root 2. So maximum value will be root 2. F of 7 pi by 4 will be how much? 1 by root 2. Sorry, minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. It will be minus root 2. Right? So this is a maximum value and this is the minimum value. So are you able to understand?
Yes,
Will you be able to get the same thing using that verification method? What are you supposed to multiply and divide with?
Yes, sir.
What are you
Root
supposed to
2.
multiply and divide
Root
with?
2 by
root
root 2.
2, root 2,
Root
sir.
2. So
Root
multiply and divide with root 2, you will get root 2 into sine of x minus pi by 4. The same thing will come again. So minimum value will be minus root 2 and maximum is plus root 2. Okay. So this is all about trigonometric problems. So the method which I told you is applicable only when you have a combination of sine and cos. Okay. Now we will go to the next one. That is the seventh one. Yes.
Sir,
So yeah, tell me.
sir, will that method be suitable for like tan x and cot x,
No,
cosecant and secant
it
also?
will not work. It will not work.
Okay, sir.
So 1 by x square plus 2. Right here, you don't have any shortcut and all. So g dash of x is how much? Minus 1 by x square plus 2 the whole square into 2x. Okay. So g dash of x equal to 0 implies x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. G double dash of x will be, so G double dash of x will be minus, I'm taking it out. I'm applying the u by v method. Okay. So that is x square plus 2 the whole square into 2 minus 2x into 2 into x square plus 2 into 2x the whole divided by x square plus 2 the whole square. Now I check for g double dash of 0 minus of, so 4 into 2 8 minus 0, so it will be less than 0. So 0 will give me the point of,
Sir, in the denominator for g dash of x, isn't it x? Whole
I
square?
changed it. I
Okay.
changed. Yeah. So 0 will be the point of maximum. Okay. So what is g of 0? 1 by 2. Okay. So again, I can tell you a logic to verify whether your answer is right or wrong. So let's see the logic. Okay. So g of x is equal to 1 by x square plus 2. Numerator doesn't have any function, the denominator. So when will a fraction have maximum value?
When numerator is greater than,
When the denominator is least. Fraction will have a great value. So here in this case, will have greatest value or maximum value. Will have maximum value when denominator is least. Am I right? So g of x is equal to 1 by x square plus 2 means, when will the denominator be the least? When is it possible? If you observe, you don't have x, rather you have x square. So what is the least possible value that a square can generate?
0.
So that is why your answer was g of 0. That is why you got x is equal to 0 and you substituted 0 here. So even without applying differentiation, you can say, but again, only for your knowledge purpose, in the exam, you're supposed to do the differentiation. So the least value a square can give you is 0. So 0 plus 2 is half. So that will be the maximum value possible by this function. Okay. So I hope this logic is understood.
Yes.
I hope it is clear. If suppose I modify the question and give you like this example, I give you a function like this, f of x is equal to 1 by x minus 3 the whole square plus 5. I'm asking you what is the least value, tell me in one step, using the logic alone.
0.
3.
Least value. I'm not asking where you get the least value.
0.
The least value is,
1 by 5.
Oh,
is
0,
it,
sir.
sorry, not the least value, the maximum value. What is the maximum value
1 by
possible
5.
for this?
1 by 5.
1 by 5.
Maximum value possible is 1 by 5. If you want, you can differentiate and see it as part of homework. How did you get that 1 by 5? Because you have a square. Square is always positive. Positive plus positive can never be 0. So this is the only variable which can be 0. So maximum possible value is 1 by 5. At which value of x? At x is equal to?
3.
3.
Now you got it. So when you differentiate and solve it, you're supposed to get f dash of x is equal to 0 at x is equal to 3. It is then your answer is right. Got it? So at x is equal to 3. So can you try shall we do the next one?
Yes,
That
sir.
is 7th, 8th, 8. So f of x is equal to x into root of 1 minus x for x greater than 0. Okay. So the value of x that you're going to substitute is always positive. So that is what they have given. Can someone tell me what should be the domain of this function?
R minus R plus 1.
No.
No.
The x
Ah.
greater than 0 they have given.
0 to 1.
It should be a value between 0 to 1 because square root cannot be negative. So the value inside the square root has to be greater than 0. Correct? Has to be positive. So x should be less than 1. In the question, they have already given you a 0. And your value of x should be less than 1 for this function to be a real function. Okay. Anyways, this point is not needed, but when you differentiate and check it, you should see to it that the values are within the domain. That is what I wanted to stress upon. So f dash of x is what? U into 1 by 2 root of 1 minus x into minus 1 plus root of 1 minus x into derivative of x is 1. Got it? So minus x divided by 2 root of 1 minus x. You guys do along with me. So this will be minus x plus 2 into 1 minus x is equal to 0. So which implies it is minus x plus 2 minus 2x equal to 0. So 3x should be equal to minus 2. So x should be. Did I do any mistake? I told x value is greater than 0. Just check.
Sir, it's minus 3x.
Minus 3x. Oh, 3x is equal to 2, no? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So 3x is equal to means x is equal to 2 by. Is 2 by 3 less than 1? Yes. And it is greater than 0 also. Right? Now try to do f double dash of x and substitute this x is equal to 2 by 3 and tell me what is the value you are getting. You need not find the value. Just find whether it is positive or negative. That's enough. So when you're doing f double dash of x, no, don't forget this 2 into root of 1 minus x. Do not forget it. So maximum or minimum? Less than 0 or greater than 0?
Less than 0.
Less than 0. So it should be the point of maximum. So the point of maximum is 2 by 3. And what is the maximum value? What is f of 2 by 3? So 2 by 3 into root of 1 minus 2 by 3. So f double dash of x. I hope everybody is getting less than 0. At x is equal to 2 by 3. And f of 2 by 3 will be equal to
2 by 3 root 1 by 3.
2 by 3 into root of 1 by 3. Correct? You can rationalize it and you can write as 2 root 3 by 9. So don't leave the root 3 in the denominator. Or you can write it as 2 by 3 root 3 also. Nothing wrong. Both are same. Okay. They'll definitely have 2 options for answers. So however you leave, you'll get the marks. But I suggest don't leave the root 3 in the denominator. Okay. See, while solving the same problem, had the value of x come out as 3 by 2, will I be able to proceed?
No, sir.
No. So you will be able to know that only if you know the domain of this function. So they wantedly didn't give you the domain. They told only x is greater than 0. That's it. So the domain of the function can be defined at note x belongs to open interval 0 to 1. Had they not given this x greater than 0, okay, then what would have been the domain?
Minus infinity to 1.
It would have been minus infinity to 1. Okay. So this is a restricted domain. So you can try. So prove that the following functions do not have maxima or minima. So one is exponential function. So we have seen algebraic, we have seen trigonometric. Now let's look at exponential and logarithmic functions as well. Let's look at the fourth one. So f of x is equal to e power x. So what are they asking us to prove? They do not have any point of local maxima or minima. So f dash of x is nothing but e power x only. Remember, e is approximately 2.718. Okay. If you recollect the exponential functions topic in 5.5 or 5.6, I would have explained this. So f dash of x is e power x. So, e power x, it is 2.718 to the power of x. What should be the value of x for this to be 0?
No value e.
X should be minus infinity. Minus infinity is not a part of the domain. So though you write the domain of this function as minus infinity to infinity or real number, both mean the same. Minus infinity is not a number. So this function, what happens is it can never be 0. So when it is never going to be 0, when it doesn't have any stationary point, there is no question of local maxima or local minimum. So if you ask me, so what type of a function is this? Is this increasing or decreasing?
Cannot be determined.
Whatever is the value of x you substitute, no? 2.718 raised to any power is always positive. So f dash of x is always greater than 0. So it should be
Increasing.
It is an increasing function. Okay, can never be equal to 0. If you observe the graph of it, it will be like this. So this is what is the graph of y is equal to e power x. Okay, so this y is equal to e power x. Clear? So what is logarithmic function with respect to exponential? In mathematics, log x means, what did I say? Is it base e or base 10?
Base E.
Base E.
So base e means, what is the name of it? Natural or common?
Natural.
It's a natural logarithm. Okay. So have this in your mind. So second, g of x is equal to log x. Or some books write it as ln x also. You read it as ln x. Or log x base e. All the three mean the same. So log x base e. Okay. So g of x is equal to log x or ln x or log x base e. We need to prove that this is also not going to have a point of maxima or minima. So what is going to be the value of g dash of x? It is 1 by
1 by
x.
x.
So if I put g dash of x is 0, that is 1 by x is 0, x should be what?
Infinity.
It should either be infinity or minus infinity. Again, it is not a part of the domain. So what is the domain of logarithmic function?
Positive.
Domain of logarithmic function is the value of x inside the logarithm should always be positive. So x should be greater than 0. Okay. So minus infinity, definitely there is no question. So x is equal to infinity. Infinity is not a part of the domain. So it can never be having a point of maximum or minimum. Right. So is this an increasing or decreasing function? Any idea? If you observe this, since I told you, so what is the domain? X is greater than 0. So g dash of x means
Decreasing function.
Decreasing.
it is an increasing function, because g dash of x, what can you substitute? You can substitute only positive values of x. When you substitute positive values of x in g dash of x, then it will always be a positive value, right? So g dash of x is always greater than 0. So it is a strictly increasing function. And one more point to be remembered is exponential and logarithmic functions are the inverse functions of each other. So you'll have a graph like this. So this is the graph for y is equal to log x.
Sir, but if the denominator increases, the g of x will decrease, right?
Whatever happened, it is never going to be negative, no? You're getting confused between 2 points. I'm talking about the sign of the variable. When you substitute a positive value of x in the denominator, is the output going to be a positive value or negative value is what I asked. See, what is g dash of x? 1 by x. What is the domain of the function? Positive value of x. When I substitute a positive value of x, g dash of x will always give me a positive value. Now go to the second exercise and recollect. What does it say? If a function's derivative is greater than 0 always, it is a strictly
Increase.
That's what I used.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. So I hope the doubts regarding the exponential and the logarithmic functions are also cleared, right? Now the different problem that you will need my help is 1 minute. So I'll tell you what are all the problems you can do is these problems you can try. I need not do it, but always concentrate on the domain as well. So similarly, sixth problem you can do it. Don't worry about profit and all those things. Treat it like a function and then solve it. Seventh one I will do in. Okay. Seventh one, let's concentrate. So what is the question? F of x is equal to 3x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 12x square minus 48x plus 25. What is the value of the interval? It is 0 to 3 closed interval. You people remember, no, what you're supposed to do for closed interval. Apart from f dash of x, wherever the x value comes out to be 0, wherever f dash of x comes out to be 0, you need to check the function value at the extreme points also. Okay, it is a closed interval. Be very careful. So f dash of x, what is it?
12x cube minus
24x square plus 24x minus 48. So f dash of x equal to 0. Okay, let this be equation number 1. So again, one common mistake which people do is after you equate this, what will happen is if I look at it, 12 is common. So they take out 12 common and they treat that as f dash of x for the f double dash of x. That will give you a wrong answer. Okay, don't do that. So always when you do f dash of x, name it as 1. Then do the remaining things. F dash of x equal to 0 means it is going to be x cube minus 2x square plus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. Synthetic division method, find out the roots and tell me. So what are all the two possible roots?
Sir, 2 satisfies.
2 is satisfying. Okay. So 8 minus 8, 0. Yeah, 8 minus 8. Yeah, 2 is satisfying. So then what are we supposed to do? So take the coefficients 1, minus 2, 2 and minus 4. So 2 is satisfying. Don't write minus 2. Write the root. Don't write the factor. So 2. Start with the 0. Should add or subtract?
Add.
Add. So 1. 2 into 1, 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. So 2 into 0, 0. 2 plus 0, 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So now you can write the factors. X minus 2 into x square, x and constant. So x square plus 2 equal to 0. So x minus 2 into x square plus 2 is equal to 0 means, again observe this, x square plus 2, it can never be 0 because it is sum of two positive numbers. It can never be 0. So what is the only value of x that is positive? It is 2. So we need to verify whether x is equal to 2 is a point of local maxima or local minimum. Right. So whereas with respect to this problem, I'm not going to do the second derivative test. Rather, what will I do?
First derivative.
I will calculate. No, I'll calculate f of 0 because it's a closed interval. No, I told you, no. F of 0 is how much? F of 0 is 25.
25.
F of 3 is how much? Little bit of calculation, do it. So f of 3, find the exact value and tell me. F of 3 is how much? So 3 into 81 minus 8 into 27 plus 12 into 9 minus 48 into 3 plus 25. So 243 minus 27, 8 so much? 56, 5, 16. 2 and 6, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 12 nines is 98. 108, no? 108.
16, sir.
So total is coming out as 16, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. F
16,
of 3 is 16. What is f of 2 then?
Sir, 9, sir.
9. So if you observe, if you do the second derivative test for f double dash of x and substitute x is equal to 2, you might have got less than 0 or greater than 0. But that is not the point of maxima. What is the point of maxima? X equal to 0 is the point of maximum, because in the domain, what is the maximum value possible? 25. And what is the minimum value possible? 16. And 9 is an intermediate value. So what is the question? Find both maximum and minimum value of the function. So what will be the maximum value? Maximum value will be 25. Minimum value will be 16. Had the question been open interval 0 to 3, what should have been done? Had the question,
Double dash of
Second
x, sir.
derivative test.
you should have done the second
Double
derivative.
dash.
So for closed interval, you need not do the second derivative test. Okay. What if this value came out? What if the value of f of 2, let's say it came out as 19 instead of 9? Then what would have been the maximum value?
Maximum value would have been 25, but minimum.
25, sir.
Minimum would have been 19.
19.
Okay. Because this helps us to do a comparative study. Okay, so that is why we need not do the second derivative test when you have a closed interval. So this is also one common mistake that happens. So please make a note of it. I've told this many times. Closed interval, no second derivative test. Open interval, we need to do the second derivative test. Okay. So 8th one. Even without solving, can you people tell me where will you get the maximum value? So it is a part of this question because sin 2x is there. It is a part of second question's third subdivision. So at what points in the interval 0 to 2 pi does the function sin 2x attain its maximum?
Sir, I guess f of 2 is minus 63, sir.
F of 2 is minus 63.
Sir,
Just check
negative
the
value.
answer. You have textbook in your hand. You have the textbook in your hand. Anyone with the textbook, can you check what is the answer for this question, 7th one?
Sir, it's minus 39, sir.
Minus 39. Then that should be the answer. No? So maximum value is 25. That's right.
Minimum value is minus 39.
2.
Minimum value you are attaining at x is equal to. So f of 2 is minus 39. Then
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
that should have been the answer. No. So minus 39 will be the least value. Maximum value is right. No. No mistake.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is 25. Okay. Anyways, be careful. So 8th one. At what points in the interval 0 to 2 pi does the function sin 2x attain its maximum value?
Pi
Okay,
by 4 and 5 pi by 4.
It is pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4 is in the third quadrant, no?
Sir, but it counts no, sir. 0 to 2 pi.
Yes, sir. 0 to 5.
It is 0 to 2 pi only, no? 5 pi by 4 is in the third quadrant. Pi plus something, no? Third quadrant, sin 2x will give you a negative value only, no?
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So what are the two places possible? So if you do f dash of x, it will be 2 cos 2x. If I equate 2 cos 2x to be 0, cos 2x equal to 0. So what is the general solution? 2x is equal to 2n minus 1 into pi by 2. Right? If I substitute n is equal to 1, then what do I get?
5 by 2.
3 pi by 2. Then I will get 5 pi by 2. So 5 pi by 2 I'm not supposed to take into consideration. So pi by 2. So 2x will be equal to pi by 2. X will be equal to pi by 4. So at x is equal to pi by 4, you will have maximum. At x is equal to 3 pi by 4, you will have minimum. Okay. So what is the maximum value of the function sin x plus cos x? So using the shortcut, can you people tell me what is the answer? I've already discussed this.
Sir, can you repeat the question?
It is there, no? The ninth one. What is the maximum value of the function sin x plus cos x?
Okay, sir.
Root 2, sir.
It's root 2. Okay. It's root 2. It's a repetition. Only difference is sin x plus cos x. Here the domain is restricted. Here the domain is not restricted. What will be the domain for this?
Real numbers.
All real numbers. So here x belongs to all real numbers. So 10th one, you can do it. Okay, so here it is closed interval. So please be careful. This part I'm leaving it to you. Let's do the 11th one. So 11th is about finding an unknown. So it is given that at x is equal to 1, the function attains its maximum value on the interval closed in the interval 0 to 2 closed interval. Find the value of a. So 11th question. So at x is equal to 1, it attains maximum value. So what is the function? F of x is equal to x power 4 minus 62x square plus ax plus 9. So whether it is maximum or minimum, f dash of x should be equal to 0. So f dash of x is 4x cube minus 124. So 124 only, no? 124x plus a, this should be equal to 0. Right. So will I be able to solve anything? So since it is attaining a maximum value at x is equal to 1, if double dash of x should be less than 0, so that will come. If double dash of 1 should be less than. Okay, there's one way. Okay. So can someone tell me what is f of 0? Since it's a closed interval, what is f of 0? F of 0 is 9. F of 2 is? So f of 2 is how much?
So
Yeah, tell me.
you can just substitute f dash
Yeah, if
1
dash
and
of
which is equal to
see,
0
that's
and
it. No?
you can find it.
Unnecessarily I'm doing it. Yeah. So f dash of 1 should be equal to 0. There is nothing much to solve. So 4 minus 124 plus a should be equal to 0. So a is 120. I'm sorry. It's a simple one. So A is equal to 120. I was just thinking whether they're asking the range. What are all the possible values is what I was thinking. So the value of A possible is 120. Okay. So 12th one, try to do the 12th one because it is a combination of algebraic and trigonometric function. Do it now itself. So maximum and minimum value of f of x is equal to x plus sine 2x, again closed interval 0 to 2 pi. So f dash of x, 1 plus 2 cos 2x, this should be equal to 0. So 2 cos 2x is equal to minus 1. So cos 2x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So cos x is equal to minus half. Which all quadrants is it possible?
Third quadrant.
Second and third.
Second and third quadrant. So what is the value of x that will generate minus half from cos for the first time? So those who don't know how to solve this, know if cos theta is equal to minus half, observe what I'm going to do. I will first find out which value of cos theta will give me half. So which acute angle will give me half?
Pi by 3.
Pi by 3.
Pi by 3, no? So since you people told second and third quadrant, what is the format of the angles in the second quadrant?
Pi minus
Angle
pi by
Pi
3.
minus pi by 3.
Pi minus pi by 3.
Pi
The
plus
format pi plus pi by 3. So you will directly get 2x is equal to pi minus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3. And similarly, or 2x will be equal to pi plus pi by 3, which will be 4 pi by 3. So this and this will get cancelled, this and this will get cancelled. So x is equal to pi by 3 or x is equal to 2 pi by 3. Since it is a closed interval, what I will do is I will directly find all the values. So what is f of 0? F of 0 is 0. F of 2 pi is 2 pi because sine 4 pi is 0. F of pi by 3 is pi by 3 plus sine 2 pi by 3. Sine 2 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. So f of 2 pi by 3, that will be 2 pi by 3 plus 2 pi by 3 plus what? Sine 4 pi by 3, correct? So sine 4 pi by 3 means I can write it as sine of pi plus pi by 3. That will be minus sine pi by 3. So minus sine pi by 3 means how much is it? It is minus root 3 by 2. Out of all these values, which one is the maximum? So root 3 by 2 is 1.732 something. So pi by 3 means pi is 3.14 by 3, 1 point something. So 1 point plus 1.732. So remember, here pi is, so 2 pi is 6.28. Don't write it as 180 degrees and all, okay? So pi means pi only. So it is 1 point.
Will be 2.8.
Something, 2 point something, okay. How much will this come to? So this will be
1 point.
So which one is the least value? Obviously 0. Obviously 0. And maximum value is 2 pi. So what is the least value? They're asking values or the points? So least value is, anyone with the textbook, please verify.
Value.
Least value is 0. Greatest value is 2 pi.
The least value is 0 and maximum value 2 pi.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So since the only reason being it is a closed interval. So with this, all the function problems are over. So the next thing that is left out is statement problems. We will do few more statement problems. What I will do is I'll end the session as of now. So we will do few more statement problems in the next class, and then I'll teach you the approximations concept. Approximations concept maximum time is 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, that is very simple. So I suggest you people to practice these problems again. Whichever you felt tough, just try them again. Okay. Any other doubts? Any other doubts?
Sir, should we do
No,
all the
sir.
sums?
It's better you try. All the sums means
From 12th one to 26th.
you try at least.
Okay.
I'm not saying you do it. Or else what you can do is, if at all you're clear with all the previous questions with what we have solved today, I would suggest you to revise them. Because when I teach, you'll feel like you understood. But when you place the pen on the paper, you'll definitely get doubts. Okay, I would suggest you to practice them again. Next class, once I teach few problems, I'll tell you which all you can do it as homework, the statement problems. That time you can sit and try. Okay. And remember, this exercise is very important. You will definitely get a 4 and a 6 mark, direct 10 marks. So that is why I'm explaining this much. Okay. So practice it and just wait for 5 minutes. I will take screenshots and then you can leave.